Hello, Internet. I'm Keats, and welcome back to Derail Valley. So today we find ourselves in the harbor after dropping off a job here, and honestly, I think I just want to do a bit of shunting today. See what we have available there. Just work through them one at a time. See if we can um, take any load jobs first, probably get them into the outgoing tracks, and then do some unloading jobs and put them into the sidings. And that might do it for the day. Pick up the sorry, the manual service license. Was blanking on it there for a second, and see where we go from there. I just forget to move that thing out of the way. I don't really use those. These little balls here are for you can store items in them for quick use, which is a nice feature, but I don't really use them. I find it really easy to just snatch things out of the inventory. So I know I've seen people use these for if you put the remote in there, you can use both hands on it. Um, but I've always found it easy enough to just hang on to it with one hand and use my other hand on the remote. But that's what those are for, in case anybody was wondering. But I like to move that one out of the way so it's not in my view. One other thing to mention is, and this is totally my fault, I didn't set up early or anything, and it's a problem I haven't had in a while, but my chat window is not working properly in VR today. So unfortunately, I won't be able to see chat in real time. What I'll have to do is go into the Oculus menu, and I can see it here on my virtual desktop. So I'll try and remember to check chat every once in a while. But I won't be answering anything in real time today, so please bear with me and be patient. And in the future, I'll make sure to try and get my stream set up more than 5 minutes ahead of time, because I have come across this issue back when I was using NVIDIA Shadowplay, and I haven't had the issue since I switched to Twitch Studio. And unfortunately, it cropped up again where I try to pin the chat window in my VR view, and it just has a big orange circle with an exclamation point in it instead of showing the actual window, which is unfortunate. And the only thing that seems to fix it is to do a hard restart on my computer, which I don't really want to do right now. So we'll see how this goes, and just bear with me. So. And I forget where we were on our fees and whatnot. I think we still have some, yeah. So we're definitely going to want to run that up a bit, just because I do believe we have a 10,000. Yeah, there we go. We've got a $10,600 copay. So the more we run our fees up before we buy that next license, the more value we get. I know I harp on that a lot, but that's just kind of my thing. And, obviously you are welcome to play the game how you want. And look at all these shunting jobs to choose from, just like I figured there would be. So let's just go ahead and separate these out real quick, and we'll toss the ones that we can't do, like the hazmat ones. Long 2 we don't have either, but that one we can do. Long 1, no problem. Hazmat 2 we can't do. Long 2, no. So there's fewer jobs than I thought. I'm just going to shuffle these all over to the side real quick. Quite a bit of freight haul. That's a lot of trains ready to go. So we might be struggling for locations to put these. So here's a pickup and drop-offs. And I do believe this is the one that we just dropped off last episode, all of these container cars and 2 box cars. So let's just go ahead and do this one, unload it, drop off, and we'll just take these one at a time. Don't know why I put that away. Since we're going to go ahead and validate this, right now. And E9, I do believe that's where we came from. So let's hop back to the E yard. And it looks like, right, I remember that we just pulled that straight in. So the thing we're going to have to think about now is, how do we want to get this into the loading? It looks like we're just going to have to, well, we could pull forward and then back into the loading, or actually, depending on where these need to go, we might just no, actually we do. We need to back out and then pull forward into the loading area. Hopefully that won't cause too much trouble for this job, and we can always turn around on the turntable between jobs, just make things a little easier. And I will go ahead and hook up here. And let's fire up our locomotive. And hear that brake pipe pressurize. And yep, we don't have a ton of fuel here, but we should be alright to do a few shunting jobs. That should be good. Actually go ahead and power on and pair our remote. And if we run out of fuel in this shunter, we can always just pick up another one to continue working, since we're going to have to pay all of the fuel costs for whatever we end up using. Anyway. This junction here branches off into the passenger terminal, and we need to back up past this next one to be able to pull into the loading station. And with the remote, it doesn't really matter too much. We don't need the remote just yet. We can do this from inside. That's the passenger terminal. And here we are coming up on our correct junction. Track real quick. Right, and right. So we should be headed straight into the loading track. G7L, that's where we're unloading. G1S looks like back of our train, and G6S, those are the ones over there. But I'm guessing these are not unoccupied. Let's head to the back. We're going to need to drop off the back of the train first here. Over in G1. Just go ahead and pull up that schematic. F and G. So all the way to the north is 1. Let's see if we can see what sort of track we've got. And that is very occupied, so we're going to have to pull all the way through if possible, and then back into it to drop off. Same going the other way. Let's get out our remote. Just a little. It's probably too much. This is such a long track, we don't need to worry about overrunning. We do not want to stop short. And once we're past the sign, we should be well clear. And we'll go ahead and stop. Put on both of our brakes. That way I can release the train brake while we're walking. We won't have to wait so much. Let's go find the unloader. There it is. And in range. Unload. Still does that sometimes. It highlights and then it drops me off where I was, but faces me in the direction of the cab. Empty, pick up speed, we should be able to brake much nicer. Still, we'll probably use the train brake because we're so long. Not this one, it's going to be the next one. This one, I definitely want to run the track real quick, make sure we're set up to go straight. Yep, so right and then left, that'll take us straight through. In fact, let's go ahead and set us up here. I'll just hop on as we drive past. And we are in forward. And what's nice, it gives me a chance to just watch the train go by. And there's 20. Going right, G1, yep. Not sure if there's a lot of room on this track, but it doesn't matter, we can push it back as far as we need to. And this, if I was thinking, is where doing the loading jobs first would have been the way to go. So we may just do these two unloading jobs. Because this would have, doing the loading jobs first would have cleared some of these cars off the sidings and put them into these outgoing tracks, which all look pretty full too. But now if we want to do the loading jobs, we'll probably have to move a bunch of the cars that we just will be putting back into storage, so into sidings. Junction. Slow down a little. That was probably too much. Yep. Just a little bit of that train brake. There we go. Going this slow, we'll just use the independent brake to stop us. And reverse. Hopefully we'll be okay to just uncouple. And there's G6 where we need to drop off the last two. Plenty of room on that one. And we'll be uncoupling the last 5 cars, CFF 269. Alright, Start slowing down a little. Almost there. That should do it. Just set the independent brake, go up a couple cars, check that we're on the right one, CFF 269. And right now I don't have the train brake set, so I need to remember to close that, but leave that open to bleed the air out so that the brake's set back here. And that should do it. And now we need to head back in. Drop off on G6. Oop. Let's see if we made it past. We might be just there, or we might be just short. Just short. I always forget that the split actually happens a few feet above, or before the junction. So unfortunately, that means we need to roll forward another yard or so. Oops, that was too much. All right. And I'm going to run the track real quick, make sure we're going to 6. Looks like we just need to change this one. And bring up the remote. Brake off. Reverser into reverse. And here we go. And I think I didn't change the... Oh, no, I did. Okay. Doing stuff and then immediately forgetting what I just did. And we'll just go back here and wait. And just in case anybody's wondering what the bar down here is, this is your signal strength to the remote signal strength to the locomotive. So if you get too far away, you'll lose your connection. There we go. Unhook this, same deal. Leave that air pressure. Make sure the brakes on the cars engage. Close that, and that's it. Let's run back to the office and turn this in. There we go. 19 minutes. Plenty of time to spare. And look at that, we're almost up to 60,000 again already. we could get the steam engine license if we wanted after doing a couple more of these jobs. And it looks like it spawned a logistical haul job from that one. Wow, only 3,500 to go up to the goods factory. Wonder if the first one, yeah, also spawned a logistical haul. So here's an interesting thing. All of those cars are going back to the goods factory. So we could basically take both of these, reassemble the train we just took apart, and then haul it back up to the goods factory where we just came from. So that's interesting. But we're not going to be doing that. So the question here is, look at that, 3 drop-offs and only 3 cars. So each car goes in a different siding. Now here's a load of flat cars. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 flat cars, 1 pickup. So those are all together, and that's a short job. So this one's expecting us to have all that ready to go. So I'm guessing that's these cars. No, there might not be enough. It must be this one. Let's check the job numbers real quick. HB, nope, that's not it either. Cell 64. And this one we would definitely want to find before we pick up SL25, so it's not that one. So it must be, well, I think, yeah, there's no sidings in the transfer yard. There's some in the crane loading yard, so let's check around here just one more time real quick, see if there's any long lines of flat cars. None of this could possibly be it. So we need to go look in the loading yard. Here we go. This looks promising. And sure enough, here it is. All right. So let's go ahead and get set up for this job with our locomotive. So let's see if there's a good way we can turn around in this place, because we need to pull forward, and then we're going to have to back out of here. Although with it just being shunting, I guess I'm not too concerned about the direction that the locomotive is facing. We're not going to be building up that much heat. So let's just not worry about it, and we will continue doing what we're doing. Hey JFK, it's good to see you again. How are things going in India today? Oh, and just to warn you, I mentioned at the beginning, my chat window is acting up, so I'm not able to see it in real time. So unfortunately, I won't be able to answer you in real time because I have to go to my Oculus desktop to see my chat, unfortunately. But I'll try and check it every few minutes or so. But I hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good today. Okay, cool. Yeah, thanks for understanding. And rainy, and played Call of Duty the whole day. That's not a bad way to spend the day. It has been hot and sunny where I live in Ohio, and that's pretty much been it for here. So it's a little bit hot to go do much outside, but it's nice indoors, and I've been pretty much playing Derail Valley, and I played a little bit of American Truck Simulator yesterday, which I did stream. And what else? I've actually been playing a little bit of a shooter called Amid Evil, which is like a throwback to the old Quake days, which is not really my my main area of interest, but this one's really fun. And it's got really nice controller support, which is always nice for me. Looks like the door automatically closes. That's a nice little new feature they added just for fun. Oh, the door feature was already in the DE6, and they added to the DE2. Okay, that's cool. I have not even got to the DE6 yet. I mean, it doesn't really affect the game at all. You can still, there's no collisions. You can just run straight through the door. But it's a nice little touch for realism. I quite enjoy it. And let's see, looks like we need to... Wow, I just jumped right past it. There we go. I need to switch to that as well. And I'm still not on the clock, so just to confirm, I know I just looked at this. SL64, yep, there we go. In fact, let's just pop out the remote. As long as I got this set up right. It's actually kind of creepy not being able to see. I think I sent it the wrong way. Nope. It was just pretty far back there. And we'll just go and hop in as we drive by, since I'm already here. And that's, yeah, the fuel warning every time I get back into the cab. Yeah, and the door position does reset when you teleport back in, so that's interesting. Not a problem. Okay, now we need to go validate the job and start loading. I'm yet to buy military 2 and 3 license. Almost done buying stuff in this game. Hope they add new stuff in a month or so. Wow, you've really hauled through this game. That's amazing. Yeah, like I said, I haven't even gotten to the. I've never even gotten close. Well, I guess I could have bought the DE6 at one point before I kind of decided to start over. But yeah, I agree. It'd be nice, and I do know they are planning on adding more things. I know passenger missions are on the way. I'm not entirely sure what else in terms of straight up like licenses and content and whatnot. But yeah, wow, that's good job. And of course, I know I have to go to the loading track, so let's see. I'll just be patient this time, and we need to reverse out. I have to remember my train is actually facing, or my locomotive is actually facing backwards today. But is not a problem when shunting, and we don't have to worry about cooling right now. And I guess we could take this opportunity to look where we're going to be taking it to E50. And of course, E is the transfer yard all the way at the north. I'll get ready for that. Here we go. Oh, that's plenty fast. Yeah, I really need to get my chat window situation sorted out. It's not ideal having to hop into the dashboard just because it does look like it pauses the game every time I do that. Otherwise, I could look at it now while waiting. But, so, once again, I'm sorry, but thanks again for understanding. Try and get that sorted out for next time. Still getting used to how sensitive the train brake is. You put too much in and it dumps a bunch of pressure out of the pipe, and then it does take a while to put that pressure back in and release the brakes. So there we go. Back up here, and I will hop in the cab when it comes by. I do like manipulating the controls in the locomotive the best, but I don't know, shunting is definitely easier and more fun with the remote. At least there's not so much zipping around with the teleporter. At the weight of the train that we're going to have after this. That'd be a good thing to check out. 170. Okay, these are all empties then, so easy. about going to run this locomotive dry here. And there we go. Load it up. And I'm actually just going to hop on. Oop. There we go. Nope. Interesting. I'll just hop on one of these. And I'll see what's up real quick. The E6 is really powerful and can tug a planet behind it. Nice. Like the little shunt area. Really fun to drive. Good visibility. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I don't have any experience with the DE6 yet, but I'm honestly not in a hurry. I really love the shunter. I like doing these little shunting jobs. But of course I will eventually get it. I do love the big diesels, so that'll make the long distance hauling much easier. Like when I hauled in here, I could not make it up that big hill, the one that kind of winds around the mountain. I had to end up coming the long way around from the goods factory, just because we weren't at the weight limit or anything. Whereas obviously the DE6 would have just powered that thing right along, no trouble. And I already forgot because I always do E5. Let's pull up E. And we'll be coming from the west. So first one on the left. There. Let's do some dependent brake. Although, we do have a pretty long train here. And I'll go ahead and get set back up. Get that, left, and then we're going to need to go left again up here, but I'll wait until we get closer. Come on, there we go. Five, yep, we should be good. Right. And then we're going to need to go right again. There we go. And then left, I'll hit that one when we get closer. There we go. cruise on it now. All these cars. Might as well back up as far as we can here. That'll do. Set that, let's uncouple and turn in the job. See how we did. Just under time. Not bad. Not bad for 11 minutes. Of course, we did a little bit of prep work there, so the actual time was longer, but we are on our way. Let's see if we can do this last one before we run out of fuel. 3 drop-offs, though. Wow. Ah, this one has cars. Okay, we are definitely going to want to find this one before we start working on it. So this is going to be in an inbound track. Oh, let's see what's up here. Guess the current game size of COD Me 2019. Oh, Call of Duty. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. That's not a series I play very often. Wow, I have no idea. I'm guessing huge. All right, what job are we looking for? HBSU 97. Is this even an inbound track? That's the question. Yes. And this is really the only place I see cars, so is it on the other side? 97. No, it's none of these. Unless it's in the middle, that would be crazy. In which case, I probably won't do it. Coupled. Yep, this is all one long train. Oh, this must be that one that required the long 2 license, which I guess I could have got, but it's all right. Yeah, okay. We need to find another input track with cars. I see some over here. Just one, though. Huh. Oops. Whoop, that was crazy. $221 gigabytes? Wow. Okay. That's gigantic. Like, I'd have to put that to be the only thing on my solid state drive if I wanted to put it on that. Huge. All right, let's pop over to the G track and see if we can find our stuff over here. Otherwise, I might just, you know, it looks like we've got some over here. Yeah, that has to be it. SU-97, yep. All right, let's do that. We'll go ahead and get hooked up to these. Okay. I think I uncoupled from there, so yeah, we can go ahead and pull back. Let's do it from here. I think. Oh yeah. This is the one we need to change, though. Not too bad. Oh yeah. It's going to be a race to see if we can finish this job or not. That's going to be tough because it has 3 drop-offs. Yeah, maybe I'll hold off on this one. We'll just make this the first one we do after we get the manual service license. But I'll get set up for it. To, and we'll just go ahead and hook up to it and then go take care of all of our fees and whatnot. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off manually just because I like it. head in and get the manual service license, and probably the concurrent jobs too. Just by long 1 and 2, hazmat 1 and 2. You'll find job offering up to 130K plus bonus. Okay, that's good to know. So I should skip the second concurrent. Oh, right, because I can already do 2 in a row. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. I'll actually get long 2 next. But I'm still going to go ahead and get the manual service, though, just to have it. Because once I get those licenses, I think my copay is going to shoot up pretty significantly. Yeah. Not too bad of a value for my copay, and we've got plenty of money right now. There we go. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick up manual service. Oh yeah, need the wallet again. There we go. Yeah, another $4,900 to our copay. Yeah, cool. I just got that so we can start manually servicing. And since we've already paid our fees, yeah, I'm a little bit short on hazmat, it looks like. Yeah, just a little. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get train length 2 real quick, just to have that one while our fees are paid. And then I'll work on hazmat next. Yeah, let's do that. Might as well get as many as I can while my fees are paid. Yeah, plus 9,000 on the copay though. So, yep, we are definitely going to want to manually service as much as possible from now on. Great, so that locomotive should be full. Let's go ahead and finish that job out. Yep, all right, here we go. And I know the first thing I'm going to need to do is unload GD. Okay, 2 at G, 1 at D. Ooh, okay, we'll have to check that out. I'm guessing I'm going to have to run back and forth because the one in the middle. All right, here we go. Time to stutter. There we go. And I don't know if our loco unpaired. No, it looks like it still stayed paired, even though I had never done that before. Serviced it with the remote on. All right, let's go to the back. Nice little cars. And we should still be set up to go right into the unloading track. Shouldn't have to worry about that too much. But we'll stay here just to make sure. I can see here we're good to go, so we go hop back into the cab. There we go. Yeah, wow. Unfortunately, it's the one in the middle that is going to... Oh, I keep doing that. Oh, interesting. Everything is weird looking now. There we go. Yeah, so we're going to have to drop off in G, go to D, and then back to G. Ouch. Alright, we're well on the loading track. And unload. Alright. Buying all of the license will add 4% to the bonus time. It doesn't matter. It can finish in time even using shunter. Yeah, that's what I figured. Thanks. Especially when you do a lot of the setup beforehand, it doesn't seem too much of a problem to still be able to hit those times. And especially if the base payout is a lot more anyway, I'm not super concerned about hitting every single bonus time anyway. Oh no, we want to go a little faster than that. So we're going to G6. Let's pull up G. Okay. Alright, that's right next to where we picked up. Uh-oh, I need to check which one that is though. Okay, I'll do that after I stop for the junction. I need to drop off this rear car first, obviously. Glad I thought of that now. Let's check which car that is. So this one we need to drop first. 667. Okay, so that is it. We need to drop off 667 at G6. So let's just run that real quick. And that's 5 where we picked up. There we go. Should be good now. Pull out our remote. Switch to forward. And just wait here. Actually, I might as well go wait where we need to drop off. Hello, A34B. Thanks for joining us. Just a quick warning. I've mentioned it a couple times. I was having trouble getting my chat window to show up on my VR screen today, so not able to see it in real time today. But I'll try and answer any questions you have or respond to anything you say as quickly as I can. I have been checking my chat periodically, so I appreciate your understanding on that. Also, I'm sure JFK could answer any questions you have better than me at this point. Okay, that'll get us there on this siding. And that we want to leave open, close that. There we go. Oops, I want to close that though. Oops. That is what I didn't want to do. I had that closed. I want to close the one I'm leaving. There we go. Alright. So now we need to head over to D2S to drop off this one. CVT 718. Awesome, thank you for understanding. I'll try and get this all sorted out for Friday. I had this issue before when I was using Shadowplay, but not since I switched to Twitch Studio, but it seems to have cropped up again, so I'll see what I can do about it. Loading yard. And this is going to 1 or 2? 2. Alright. Just back out here. Set up to go into D2. I know I'm going to need to switch that one. And now that we've got that going the right way, let's just switch over. We can hit the other switches as we approach. Is good enough for me. Let's get the remote ready. this to go to the left. Right. Yes. Second from the left. So we want left, and then left again, and then right. Oop. Don't really want to fall off of this. Got that one. Okay. I got it. We're good. Just hop down and uncouple real quick. Close that. There we go. So it's the second to the left again. Let's see what you guys have got going on. You're guessing the next stream will be on Friday. That is correct. And Friday will be Derail Valley again. Right now I'm only doing Truck Simulator on Tuesdays. But I'm still doing Derail Valley Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Just one car, I'll just stay inside the cab here. Should be able to see when I'm past the switch without any trouble. And we'll go ahead and hop out and just run to G2, which is going to be on the left. Left and right again. Sounds like I left the throttle on. I did. That's bad practice. Now I look at this a million times because I look at it and then I immediately forget. Or at least enough to not be sure anymore, so I have to look at it again. But we should be set up now. Pull this all the way back into these other cars just to make sure we're well clear of the junction here. I don't want to run back and have to run back and move it again. Chunk. Set the brake. Don't need that. Alright, let's hop down and uncouple. And turn in the job. Oh, I still always forget it goes on this little hook underneath and not the main hook. That should do it. That was a... Yep, there we go. Did it in 18 minutes. And made almost $12,000 for that. So, shunting, definitely a good way to go. Pumped our bank back up again. And that probably spawned a logistical haul job, I'm guessing. Yeah. Not sure, actually. Oh yeah, look at this. Haul one empty car up to the machine factory. That's not exactly all that lucrative, but I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a day for this. Unless anybody has any questions for me, I'll switch over to where I can see chat for a couple minutes here before I sign off. A34B is of shunting with 3 drops. You have patience, hate any SU with more than 1. Oh yeah, efficiency money at a time is horrible on the harder shunting or the more drop shunting jobs. Yeah, that's definitely a fact. But I am not really in this game for efficiency. Honestly, I just really enjoy the act of it. So I quite like shunting just for fun, really. So I pretty much today just did all the ones here, and then probably on Friday, first thing I'll do is pick up either one of those logistical haul jobs, or a freight haul job, and we'll go somewhere else and see what we got. I bet VR is better. I honestly can't say because I've only played in VR. I've not tried this on a flat monitor, just because I love it in VR. Honestly, it is it's one of the best games in VR. Honestly, they really did a great job with the immersion factor. All of the controls, the way you manipulate the handles and everything, just feels right, for lack of a better term. Honestly, even with the haptic feedback, when you change the throttle, you can actually feel the different notches in the throttle as they vibrate your controller differently. It's hard to describe, honestly. But yeah, this game is amazing in VR. Even beating out things that have better graphics and more traditional gameplay, in my opinion. Although I have not yet tried Half-Life Alyx, which I've heard is phenomenal, which I intend to do someday. Yeah, actually, it's only 3:30 here. Let's see if there's a short haul job or something I can do. That'll take us to 4 o'clock. Yeah, food factory is a bit far away. If we get something going up to the... This harbor is sort of all the way on its own, unfortunately. I don't think anything goes back to the steel mill or the farm even. But let's take a look. Not really interested in logistical haul right now. Let's see. We did not get hazmat yet. And machine factory is pretty far away too. Also hazmat. This we could do to City Southwest, but that's quite a ways. Machine factory again. Yeah, food factory, that would be a long trip. A lot going there though. And some up to the goods factory. Now here's one going to the steel mill, but I don't have hazmat 2 yet. Actually, there's a couple logistical hauls going to the steel mill. And yeah, actually, you know what? I'll do these real quick. We'll go to the steel mill with these logistical hauls. I might as well take both. But we're going to want to get these set up before I take the job. So it's a lot of flat cars. And if they're too buried, I might just say forget it. So let's take a look at some likely locations for jobs or for these cars. You think City South is the way to go? I don't know, that seems pretty long for what I'm trying to do right now. This looks like it might be these 4 cars we need for this job though. LB LH40, yeah, that's it right there. So that's good. This one might be a little bit more difficult to find. Unless it's this long string right here, but... Nope, that's it right here. But we'd have to move the car we just put here. Yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, I'm right here. Might as well just move this out of the way. Yeah, I'm gonna pick it back up. And we'll do this logistical whole job real quick. Probably have to do a lot of shunting. Ooh, looks like we rolled away. Yeah, so close. I don't know why this does this sometimes now. There we go. Oh, except I am gonna have to turn around though. So... yeah, you know what? We'll do that real quick. And then I'm actually gonna stop for today. And actually, I'll go ahead and move this off of the track that we're gonna need. So I'll get set up, and then on Friday, we will start with... Come on, hello. There we go. Why is this rolling away? Even though I have the brakes set. Did I not leave the brakes on that? Yeah, I did. Interesting. We'll just use the auto. There we go. I don't like doing that. I really like coupling manually. Gonna stick this empty car on this other track because we don't need it right now. And we'll just store that here for now. JFK, the game has been kind of laggy for the last couple of days, just on your monitor. In VR, it's pretty much the same as I've noticed. There's a bit of stuttering, especially when it loads new areas and spawns trains. That's been pretty normal. To me, it seems pretty much unchanged. It's been pretty much the same as it always has been since the overhauled update. It's too bad that it seems more laggy. I know with the last patch, they said they worked on making it should be less laggy. They said they were trying to optimize the loading, but I haven't noticed a difference, and if it's more laggy, that's not good. I guess I just have kind of gotten used to the stutters in VR occasionally. Most VR games have at least some issue with stuttering occasionally, so it's sort of something I've become used to when I play games heavily in VR. It's just a limitation of the technology right now as far as I'm concerned. Some games have got it nailed down, but not most. Switch. I got lucky. I guess I could also flip around at this Y here. In fact, I think that'll be quicker than going all the way to the turntable. But might as well just go park it on the turntable, flip around, and we'll be set up for Friday. I haven't used this one yet. I'm gonna have to hop out and get it set up. And that way we'll also be set up if we need to do any sort of fueling. But we did just pay fees, so this had a full tank when we started. Yeah, we're barely down any right now. To the turntable and set it to the right track. Don't want to roll off the end there. All right. Actually, we can just change the remote. We'll hop on when we get closer. $15 is good. This is a really significant difference in height here. I wonder if it seems like quite a bit. I don't know that that's what that would look like in real life. You'd think you'd want it to be on the same level. But I'm just guessing, like always. I know virtually nothing about real train operations. I just really like it in this game. Yeah, that's a big Boom. All right, let's hop out, flip ourselves around, and call it good. That way, if we decide to go to the steel mill or the city southwest or pretty much anywhere on that side of the map, we'll be facing the right direction, even if I decide to take a different job on Friday. Oh, a little too far. I should have been looking at this end. Oh, that's harder to judge too, though. All right, I'm just gonna hop in and shut us down. Off. There we go. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching, and I hope you join me again on Friday. Like I said, I do Derail Valley right now, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 2 o'clock Eastern Time. And I've been doing I did American Truck Simulator on Tuesday. I'm probably going to do Euro Truck Simulator next Tuesday. And was trying to get those to work in VR, but it wasn't happening. So your game micro stutters even when it's cruising. Started after the last patch. Yeah, that's no good. Maybe let them know on the forums, see if they have any info on that. But yeah, anyway, thanks again. Yep, you guys have a great day as well, and also stay safe. Thank you for that. Um, anyway, um, so I'm Keats, and I will hope to see you guys again soon.